Hi, it's Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style, coming to answer your colour and style questions. I've been hiding in a very basic uniform for a long time, and I'm nervous about showing who I am through my style. And this is a really interesting thing because there's a lot of psychology that comes with style. I often think I've, had to learn how to become a counsellor to do this as a job, because there's so much about who we are as a personality and our personality and how we want to express that and what we want people to know about us, and then relating that to our style, and whether we want to be someone who wants to be seen or someone who wants to blend in. And if you are a blend in personality, you're never going to be the most dramatic person. You're never going to be the most out there dresser, because that doesn't feel like blending in. But then we can get really stuck wearing very basic uniform and feeling really boring. And that also is not great. So how do we start stretching that style comfort zone? And so with any comfort zone, it's interesting, we'll often hit this point that we can be uncomfortable in the comfort zone where we feel like I need to bust out of this, but then I'm also scared of getting out of this comfort zone because being outside the comfort zone is also scary. But if you're already feeling like you need to bust out, that you're not happy in that comfort zone anymore, this is a really good sign. So why not be uncomfortable outside your comfort zone rather than uncomfortable inside your comfort zone? I think this is a really good and important thing to think. And you can apply this to any aspect of your life. If you're starting to feel that you're stuck in a rut or uncomfortable in that comfort zone, it's time to bust out of it. So you may as well, if you're already uncomfortable, be uncomfortable outside of your comfort zone. So when we're thinking about this, and this is another reason why I designed Evolve Your Style, it's to give you tiny baby steps to get you out of your comfort zone. To gradually, what it does is it gradually actually expands that comfort zone so that the comfort zone is a much bigger comfort zone, and you still feel like you still feel comfortable, but you've got a much more expansive, bigger space to play in. And this is why we just do one tiny thing every day. So don't do like a complete overhaul all at once, because often one of the reasons why many people say, I don't really want to show off who I am, is it can feel like it's going to bring too much attention. And if you're not someone who enjoys attention, that can feel very uncomfortable and unsafe in many ways. And safety and security can be one of our core needs. And we do go in 7 Steps of Style, actually look at these things, looking at what are your core needs and how did this impact on your style. Because if you have a high core need for safety and security, then making big changes suddenly is going to feel massively uncomfortable. And you need to know this about you and your wardrobe. It's a really important step in 7 Steps. It's part of our values step. But I want you to think about just how you can gradually move out. So think about this as baby steps. Just do tiny little tweaks and changes. But it might be worthwhile planning them out in a way. So kind of thinking I might just add one accessory, and then I might add, when that feels comfortable, because what happens is once you do things a few times, it actually starts to feel comfortable. And when people don't comment in a negative way or make too much fuss, then you can start to feel like more relaxed again. And then you can make some more changes. And one of the things that's also really important to do is actually sometimes push yourself out and know that some people will make a comment. Usually it's positive. In fact, very rarely that it's negative. Most of the time people don't notice, particularly small changes. But then, so make those changes. And what happens is when you start making some changes and reassessing your style and being a little bit more different than how you have been in the past, is very quickly people get used to it. We really acclimatize to stuff very quickly. So you might get a few comments for a few days and then suddenly it's all over. And it's almost like, that's the new normal. So make small changes, but keep on making those changes, but only in ways that make you feel like it's a version of you. And if you're wondering about I don't want to show off my personality, this is an interesting thing about what is it that about your personality you don't want people to know about, because you don't have to show every aspect of your personality through your style, but do look into your personality traits and how you want to express those, and which are the ones that if the reality is people are going to make judgments and assumptions about you, whether you like it or not. We're all doing it all the time. So you do have some choice about what people think. So make a decision about what do I want when I walk into a room, what do I want people to say about me? And you could write this sentence down, go, And we've got Gina as an example. So there's Gina. She's always, and write down, what do you want people to say about you? And then what I want you to do when you're getting dressed is look at those words, how you want people to think about you, and go, does this outfit say that about me? It doesn't have to be a radical change. It can just be a small change, but it is something to think about. And as you get more confident, this is often where we allow ourselves to take bigger steps outside of that comfort zone, but we have to start with the small steps for most of us, just because we can feel really uncomfortable. And I know for me, I mean, like, it's hard to believe now. When I first started wearing large scale necklaces, I felt really uncomfortable. I felt like, oh my God, everybody's going to stare at me. I felt like it was huge and enormous. And I look back at the large, like what was a statement necklace back then, and it's small in comparison to what I wear now. But I remember feeling very uncomfortable. But it didn't take long. All I got was like compliments going, oh, I love your necklace, quite a few times. And then suddenly that stopped feeling so uncomfortable. And then I could try something a little bit bigger and a little bit more different. But it's often that first step is the hardest. So have a play. And in my 7 Steps of Style program, if you are like wanting more tips on how to understand your personality traits and how you can turn that, how you can express that through your clothes, that's all inside there as well. So it is that style education you didn't get. It is designed to help you, to lead you by the hand, to help you understand yourself. And this is why we go into the core needs and your personal values, because these are all a part of who you are and how you want to express them through your style. So thank you again for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.